Okay. See if the sound is good. Okay, I can hear myself. Sounds good. Okay, I'll just wait for maybe like a minute or so. I'll get to it. Okay, let's get started. Welcome back to this live. Apologies if you were tuning in last night. I had to do some troubleshooting. I had to do some updating, and then it just derailed the whole stream. But now I'm here, and let's get to it. Let me go back. Yeah. Okay. So basically, for this live stream, I'm gonna be continuing my edits for this. I'm pretty much almost about done. So I'll probably be doing some tweaking after I deliver the rough cut. Originally, we're planning to shoot at a grassy field, but since it's Phoenix, it's kind of hard to find a good time and a place. Actually, we had a few places in mind. It's just it didn't pan out for time, but we got a good, nice spot in South Mountain, and I think it turned out pretty good. It has a lot of that golden hour feel. So what I'm gonna do for this live stream, it'll be kind of like a brief 30-minute or so, maybe more. We'll see. So what I did is basically edit it. Mainly Katie wanted, let me the mouse. Okay. So basically edit. Let me move this a little bit down. There we go. So what I have first, I'm probably gonna tweak it, but I'm gonna start off with this. Depending on what she likes. If she likes it, that's fine. So let's start off with them. A little bit more like, I'm not sure if you can actually hear the audio for the. I'm probably gonna tweak it, but I'm gonna start off with this. Depending on what she likes. If she likes it, that's fine. Let's start off with them. A little bit more like, I'm not sure if you can actually hear the audio from the. I think you can hear. Let me see. Um, I have to do like another window, but that's fine. This is mainly just to show my editing, my color grading, and then some of the stuff that I'm doing in between the cuts. So mainly this one's like the main of them doing the vowels. So it's gonna start off with her first in Spanish. So I'm gonna scrub forward a little bit, cut to her, cut back to her, just a little in between, then cut back. This was a slow mo that I did, which has it adds a lot to the cinematic feel. I'm probably gonna show this example of how I shot, and then I shot it flat in log, but I bring it up in color grading, which I could probably add a little bit more contrast, but it might be good. I think it's fine right now. Oh, and right here, did a little transition, like a little dissolve. Dissolves back to where right there. I'm not sure. I could probably cut a little bit of this right here, actually. Like right. Probably cut it a little bit more. Right there. Do another transition of her. Kind of like the same one, but her just spinning her around. Cut back to her. And then this is they basically wanted a Spanish and then English version for both families. So this is her doing it in English. I will post the final edit. I think like sometime after the wedding. So the wedding is in 1 week. So it's coming up. So I think sometime after the wedding should be fine. I will post a shorter version of this on my Instagram for the reels, like about a minute maybe at max. I think I could post longer, but it'll probably be like around 60 seconds or so. It'll be just a really like a little snippet of the Spanish and English, cut to a little bit of the clips, and then that's it for both of them. Um, so it's basically the same, just her in English. I cut into a few. Oh, this is the wide shot that I did, kind of like. Let me go back here. Oh, this is a wide shot of a second camera I put pretty much in between. I forgot which lens was it. I think it was the 24 to 105. I think, and then this clip was in my 50 millimeter. From what I Yeah, and I think somewhere between I did switch, but for the most part it was like that. I might tweak this one a little bit because I think I did adjust the settings in between somewhere, so I might probably cut and then try to match it. This one's a little bit darker, so I might do a cut here. But I think for the rough cut, I'm gonna leave it like that. I think for the final one, once I deliver it, then I'll probably do a cut here, like right here, and then just go to. I'm just gonna use an example. Probably bring the balance node right here. So what I did is, for those who don't know, Basically, let me turn all these off. This is the log file. It's very flat. So what you basically do is when you shoot in log is it comes out flat. And then after, once you go into editing, then you have more of that creative freedom to adjust and bring everything and in post, bring all the colors up, and then like the shadow, because it's kind of flat right now. It's very like very plain. So if you want to bring up the skin tones, the hair, shadows, background, and everything, you could do that once and you're doing in color grading. So what I did is add a CST. CST is basically you add the color space that you shot in. So what I shot it in Rec 709, as you see up here, where my cursor is at. Input gamma Canon log, I shot it in Canon log 3. And then it's going to go into DaVinci. So the basis is you could shoot it in any log and then put it in any other ones, like right here, Black Magic. So for this Black Magic, if you shot it in a Black Magic camera, you can use these right here, like let me see, the Pocket 4K. If you shot in Pocket 4K, you could leave it right here. Other things, depending, like if you're doing it in broadcast TV, there's like other formats, color space. Like right here, the red. If you shot it in reg or Sony, you could do that. But for the most part, DaVinci Wide Gamut and DaVinci Intermediate is like the best thing for me. And then afterwards, I do a CST out, which is basically the same, but it's kind of like almost inverse. So I'm gonna output it to mainly YouTube, social media. If you're gonna be doing that, Rec 709 is basically the standard for most of the part. Rec 709A is similar, but for Apple, if there's not much. But if you do a lot of like looking very closely at the color space and everything, the coloring, the monitoring of what you're using to edit and the monitor, Rec 709A's, I would say it's good too. If you're mainly if you're using Mac. So for Mac. If not, leave it to Rec 709, or you could do Gamma 2.4. That's another one that's good. That fits. Let's see, Gamma 2.4 or just Rec 709 is good. And then between those, you add a few nodes. You could do a balance one. So if you're adjusting the color wheels right here, so the lift, gamma, and gain. Lift is mainly more for like adjusting the shadows. Gamma is the midtones, so anything in between. So like doesn't have to be the shadow. It could be somewhere like right here. The midtones. Gain would be like this right here, where the arm, like where the sun is hitting the shoulder right here, the brighter spots, and then offset is everything, pretty much everything. It adjusts everything. So what you do is basically just adjust tweak a little bit of the lift, gamma gain. There's like the whites, the reds, greens, and all that. You could turn it down if it's too blue. You turn down the blues. If it's too green, you turn down the greens. You could use the little dot in the middle to adjust it, or you could do the scroll wheel right here. You could also go back. I like this too, but you have to be careful because if you go too much, it really like show too much. Let's see, saturation. If it needs saturation, you could bring it up a little bit. So I have it at 52 for this one. I think that's fine. Contrast is good. Like if I bring it up, it's gonna bring a lot of contrast. Where was it? I was like somewhere right here. So for this one, I could tweak it up a little bit. The gamma, like right there, you see it made a somewhat of a difference. It brightened it up a little bit on the midtones right here. I'm gonna leave it like that for right now. And then I always get the habit of trying to save every time, make a change. So basically, this is her. I cut to them kissing the hand. Cut back to her. Another one. Then add a transition right here. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see if it's not too quick. It's not that bad. I could tweak it a little bit further if they need. And then it cuts to the wide shot a little bit. I think they were positioned a little bit to the right, but I think that's fine. Not bad. I could, for this one, I'm probably gonna add maybe a little bit of a, because for this one, it was already, the sun was already coming down and there's a lot of shadows over the hill was hitting. So I could probably, I'll probably adjust that one right now. Cuts to her. I could probably cut like 2 seconds of this right here. Unless if I want them to kiss, to show them to show them kissing. And then this is him. So he started with Spanish, and this was the English part. There's a few tweaks. I think I like it. I just need to tweak a little bit. If they like it, then I'll just do those things to polish it out. Like right here, I think I could. I don't need that part. Like right there. I could cut right there. So that's around a little bit less than 8 minutes actually. So I know I could probably add something in between here. Maybe this one. I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to leave this. Delete this one. I think I'll add maybe one for, but this one's for later after I deliver everything. What I could do is, this is the audio. Since it was recorded separately in separate separate tracks, it's separate. So what I gotta make sure is to link all of them. I'm gonna do that. I could unlink them later. So right click, or actually select all of them. Link clips. I could link all of them, but since I'm not really done yet right now, edit, and I'll just leave it like that. So far, so good. Oh, I could polish it once I deliver the rough cut to them. Either by later tonight or tomorrow, I'll deliver it. Tweak it a little bit further, like right here. You know what? So let me do some of that color grading here. See which one was it that I was going to, is it this one? I think, let me see. I could probably turn down some of the reds a little bit right there. It was a little bit red before. And then maybe Let me see if I could adjust the offset a little bit. See how that looks. I think that's fine. Let me turn that on just a little bit. Let me add a little bit of. Now, if I add saturation, it's gonna bring up more red. So if I bring up the contrast, it's gonna be too much. So let me be careful. Like right there, I think that's good. I could adjust it a little bit, but since it was more. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to shot match a little bit this one with this one the best as I can. So what I'm gonna do is I'm selected to this one, and I'm gonna try to match this one a little bit as much as possible. If not, maybe let me see. I try not to adjust the temp too much, just a little bit, because if I go up, it's gonna be too yellow. But I could turn it up just a bit right there. So this is before, and then if I adjust it, it turns up a little bit of that yellow tint a little bit, like right there. I could probably turn up the. Should I turn up the gamma a little bit? It's gonna be too much right here. Maybe just a little bit. Is that fine? I think it's all right. Maybe I could turn up the contrast a little bit. Maybe saturation a little bit. Right there. That's somewhat okay. I could tweak it later, but I think that's fine. What I could do is match it with, select this one. Like, oh shoot. I think I did it the opposite way. All right. Wait, what the heck? What happened? Let me do this. Let me adjust the contrast a little bit. E. I think that's good. I don't want to overdo it. I think this is good. That one's good. Basically, giving it that golden feel. This one, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I could probably do afterwards once I'm delivered the final copy. Might be a little bit too much saturated. Actually, too much contrast. So I could turn it down a little bit. Turn down the contrast like by a little bit. Probably turn up the lift a little bit by one, like right there. Maybe there's a lot of shadows. I could turn up the lift one more time. But I'll leave it right there. right there for right now. This one, this one, the sun was going out a little bit more. I could turn up the offset a little bit, bring in some of that contrast, turn down the red a little bit right there, only by like 2 points. Let's see, saturation. Let me see if that makes a difference. Not too much. Let's see the gamma. I'll leave it right there for right now. Um, I have a note for skin, which I think I'm gonna use it more for like close-ups right here. So for example, Adele, I'll probably adjust a little bit of the skin, and then also Katie too. Um, I think this one might be a little bit too washed out. So let me try to fix this one a little bit. I could also use the curves right here. So what I could do is do like a nest type skirt curve right here. Bring down slightly of the blacks right there. Leave it right there for right now. I could adjust it later. If I bring up the midtones, it's gonna be too bright. So I'll probably leave it right there. I could always bring up the saturation a little bit. Contrast, not too much actually. Might be too much. Um, temperature, maybe just a little bit right there. Maybe bring down the gamma a little bit. Bring up the lift a little bit. I think that's good for right now. I might add more saturation or something somewhere between. Probably adjust the hues a little bit, like right here. I think that's fine for right now. Could adjust the hue and then the saturation a little, but I'll leave it right there. Or the luminance. I could adjust the luminance a little bit. There's not much of a difference, but I'll leave it right there. Um, yeah, I'm probably gonna deliver tomorrow, just to be safe. And okay, let me go back to adjust the music a little bit. So if first I had it like around a little bit over 8 minutes, like right here. So I did cut a little bit of it. I'll probably leave it. Actually, let me. So let me just this a little bit. Okay, that right there. Just bringing everything together. So let me add a transition again. Let me add a cross dissolve right here. And let me delete this. Can bring it down a little bit. Now add a dissolve right here. Add one last one. I could probably tweak it afterwards a little bit more, but right there. I could actually cut a little bit of this right here. Do I need this one? I could actually cut a little bit of this. Might not need both of them, but I'll leave it right there. Let me. I think that's fine for right now. So far, it's almost pretty much complete, other than a few tweaks here and there. Maybe probably check if the background music isn't too loud or the audio is good of the speeches. And then like a little bit of few of the clips in between here and there. Color grading, just tweak a few things maybe, just to see if it's all in sync and matching. But other than that, oh, actually, let me go back to the manager. So I'm gonna have, so this is the pretty much the same one. It's just vertical for social media, for Instagram, TikTok. So I'm gonna do a, let me, this one's all over the place right now. We got, let me move this. Um, yeah, basically have, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna center, think like, think like this. Might not cut it. Or actually, you know what? Maybe this like last part right here, like right here, will probably work. Since I shot it in horizontal. And then this part, I could, since it's in vertical, I could go to video and then move the position a little bit. Like right there. Right there. So it's, I think that's right. Since it's for Instagram, I'm just gonna grab like a, just maybe a few seconds here and there of clips because it's really long. Maybe a few seconds of her in English and then cut to maybe some Spanish. Well, this is Spanish and then cut to her in English and then some of him in Spanish and English. Maybe cut a few like slow mo of the, probably a slow mo of this one right here. And then like maybe one of holding hands, cutting back to her. And that should be like about a minute, maybe a little bit more than a minute. I think that's fine. So, but I'm gonna edit that sometime next week or sometime after that, once everything is settled and ready to post, which is going to be pretty much after the wedding, sometime after the wedding. Um, let's see, anything else? Yeah, I'm gonna do the same, pretty much similar, just shorter version for social media. Let me go back. Let me just do an export just to show you guys. Well, actually, let me see. Let me go back. Let me do an in, and then. Oh wait, hold on. Do an out right here. In and out. This is basically when I export, it's gonna just show all this right here, which I could. Let me do a last minute thing right here. Just a little fade out, just like right here. A little fade in. Do I have? Do I have a fade in for this one? Let's do that. Let me go to effects right here. I could adjust the fade duration a little bit. Kind of like right here, a little bit more longer. And do a little bit more. I could adjust that a little bit further later on. I think that's good for now. I might tweak it a little bit before I deliver it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow night. So, bu- 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 I'm actually gonna test it out. See if the sound looks good. I'm gonna do first cut. I'm going to export it as just an MP4 264. Oh wait, hold on. Let me go back. Let's see what's my settings for this. Oh, let me go back to Ultra HD. So now I'm gonna go to, okay, that's good. Let's exit. No, no. Let me save it to the desktop. Now I'm gonna hit the render right here. And it's gonna render out. It's gonna be probably 3 minutes or something. So I'm gonna take any questions here or afterwards if you are watching this after. You leave a comment here. Give me a few. If you guys have any ways of like editing, if you guys edit on DaVinci or anything else, if you guys are any videographers here, I'm always trying to learn. So if you guys have anything differently that I've done it, I'm open to hearing it. Or if you wanted to learn, let me know. I've learned a lot from like taking DaVinci workshops and from like YouTubers on YouTube, getting tips and tricks. Because before I didn't even notice anything about like color management, um, like color space, but learning about that really does help bring out everything. Like my previous work was very like washed out. And then every time I would export, I would have to like keep exporting. It was just a hassle. So now it's a little bit more like for this one, am I probably gonna at the last cuts, I'm gonna cut it and then adjust the color grading a little bit. I like this one. I might punch it up a little bit. It's just a few things that I'm kind of nitpicky. Actually, it's kind of going pretty quick. Got about a minute left. After this, let me do a little bit of housekeeping. After this, I got a shoot next week. I just gotta find out the date and time. And then April coming up, I'll be doing some spring sessions, probably maybe one or two Mother's Day ones that I'm kind of like trying to set up. And then May, I'll possibly be going out of town. It's kind of like I'm just waiting to hear back to confirm a few things. Actually, 1 week, yeah. First week of May, yes. And then the last week, few days, possibly two. So May will be a lot of couple of trips out of town. June, June will be a little bit slower, but I'm still open to doing a few shoots since it's off season for that. June, we'll see. I'll probably get a few like last minute like bookings or something like that. So we'll see. I'm open to that. Um, yeah. So now it's good. I will check it out afterwards. But yeah, for this stream, I just wanted to do like a little. If you guys want had a few Q&A questions, and then just follow along for my last part that I edited. If you hear like little tweaks here and there, I still got a few more. Once I deliver this, I deliver this one. If I think about it, it might be good. If not, I'll do like a last minute tweak tomorrow to deliver it. And then once I get the feedback, if it's good, if there's anything to adjust, I'll do it. I still got plenty of time to deliver it because the wedding's in next Friday, actually. So about a week. So I think there's still time. Anything to adjust. Uh, they're pretty chill, so I think they're gonna like it. Hopefully love it, but I'm actually glad if there's any feedback. It makes me a little bit more better on trying to deliver what my clients want. But if they like it, that's good too. Um, other than that, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. It took me, it was like a 40-minute stream here. So yeah, thank you for joining me. If you're watching this afterwards, after the live, um, you can leave a comment. Next time I'm probably gonna do thinking of doing one either on my TikTok. Actually, let me leave my TikTok or my Instagram. Either or. You could follow me there. I may occasionally do a live. What I'm thinking about is just doing more like editing streams here and then posting my work here as well on this channel, YouTube channel. And then Instagram will basically be kind of like a chill stream, um, taking questions, doing some answering. Um, Probably maybe do like probably reviewing things. Maybe some housekeeping on my end, like for anything coming up, scheduling shoots, uh, updates on my like packages or pricing or anything like that. So yeah, that's mainly what I'm gonna do for my Instagram. TikTok will be kind of the same. That's what I'm doing. I did the other time. I did like a gaming stream, so I might do something like that. I do post it on my other Instagram as well. But okay, I'm gonna end it now. Thank you for watching. Um, yeah, subscribe here. I'm trying to grow my YouTube. Trying to get used to it. I'm slowly getting it used to like doing a couple lives here and there. So yeah, follow me on my Instagram at Irving Bueno Photography. TikTok will be Irving B90 as yeah, I think that's my handle. Let me put it right here. I actually didn't put it the okay right there. My TikTok. Let me post that. Let me share that link. So that's my TikTok and Instagram. Other than that, let me cut to the full one. Yeah. Now I might continue afterwards after this. Just do a little tweak, but this is just a little basis of what this video was about. Just doing a little bit of tweaking here and there. Apologies if you were gonna tune in last night. Something that just had the keyboard was like it was a new keyboard, so like it just wasn't connecting for some reason. I think it was probably my fault. User error. Um, yeah. Thank you for watching, and then I am out. So I'll see you in the next one.